And welcome to a new episode of Games Tasker. This is episode 3, and I am joined with Brendan.
How are we doing, everyone? Happy to be here.
Also with Robo.
All right, guys, let's do this.
And the Bum Cheek.
Hey.
So we've got an exciting episode today. While we watch Brendan eat his tea, we are going to be talking about arcade. So me and Brendan did episode 2, and we just talked about the best games. And Brendan, we reeled loads off, and Brendan forgot about 100 arcade games that were out there. So we've got Robo and Bumcheek on now, so we want to talk to them about arcades and their arcade memories, and yeah, basically that's it, because arcades are fantastic. And before we start, we have got a YouTube channel, and on there we do a lot of playthroughs on arcade games. There's a few more coming up, like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and The Simpsons and Turtles, and yeah, we're just going through
Midway.
Yeah, Midway's coming up as well. So I'm going to be doing a new thing on YouTube before we start. I'm going to be tasking myself to find the world's greatest arcade machine. So I'm going to be playing a bunch of arcade games, and I'm literally going to try and go through. I've got a list of over, I think it's about 625, and I'm going to go through every single list. I'm going to play every single game, and I'm going to put it all on YouTube, and I'm going to find the best game. I'm going to rate every single one. It's available on TikTok as well. It's a big thing that I'm going to be doing, but that's my task for next year. So yeah, this is why we're starting off with arcades. So, Jamie, your first memory of an arcade.
So, it's more an arcade game than an actual arcade. When I was a kid, I used to live with my grandparents, and my granddad used to go around the pubs singing as an Al Jolson tribute act. And there was a pub in Derby called the Clarion, just off Rosehill Street. It was like a working man's club, but they had one arcade machine by the dance floor. And every week it was something different, and every week it was something brilliant. And my favourite of them all was Moonraker.
Wow.
I loved Moonraker.
Really?
And the worst thing was, when you was player one, you was Michael Jackson but in white, and if you had two players, they were red. And I always wanted to be Michael Jackson in red. I don't know why. I just thought it looked cooler. And you're not actually hitting people. You've got magic, and you're shooting magic out, and you're trying to save kids.
Yeah.
Weirdly. And then, if you was overpowered, if there was too many of them, you could do your special move and make them all dance and then self-destruct.
Which is awesome.
And it was just such a good game. And if Bubbles appeared,
it humped your face.
Bubble. Yeah, you could get Bubbles, and he turned you into a robot.
Yeah. I remember.
I loved that game.
The best thing from was it Moonwalker? So the best thing with Moonwalker is, to know when you finish a level, and is that like image, 3D image of Michael Jackson. He goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah. So when he used to spin his eye.
I tried to do that as a transition. So like every time I like switch games, it went whoa, but then it's Michael Jackson. It doesn't go down too well at the minute, so I can't have it. But I did love that, and I did love Moonwalker. That was a great arcade game, especially multiplayer. It was really good.
You have up to 4 people playing it.
Yeah. So you had like red, I think it was red, blue, white, and
black. Yeah, the outfit was all black.
All the colours of Michael Jackson.
That's why it went silent. We were all like, what can we say at this point?
It was Michael Jackson from the Jacksons onwards, basically, wasn't it? Black, red, white, and blue.
Well, don't forget, it doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Hey. Or blue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So then, Robbo, your first arcade memory.
The one that sticks out to me, where we used to go skeggy every year of 2 weeks, and we used to go in this club called the Cherokee Club, which wasn't the arcades. They had one machine in the corner. I played it on stream not that long ago. Brought back some amazing memories. You know, when your mum used to give you a pound and go, "That's yours for night. Don't spend it all at once." There was this one machine, it was 10 pence a go, and it was Wonder Boy. What a game.
Always.
That pound would last me the full night.
Really? A full night?
Yeah.
Fucking, I used to get a quid. So my first arcade game, like, remember thing, was Skegness, and it was Wonder Boy. But that pound, like I used to get £2 for the day, and I've rinsed it in 20 minutes. Like it's gone. Wonder Boy battered me.
I remember because it was
£1.50. So almost yours went.
Because it was in Cherokee clubs, it were only 10 pence a go, so you could. A pound went quite far, to be fair.
The Cherokee Club. I remember that, weirdly. I remember the Cherokee Club.
It's still there, mate. I went not that long ago for a day trip with kids. It's still there. Oh, my God.
The Cherokee Club. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I want to go to Skegness soon. And the arcades are just wicked in Skeggy. They really are. They've still got all the old retro games there as well. And there is a retro.
£4 a go now, though.
No, yeah, you have to put your arm in and like chop a finger off every time you want to go. But yeah, no, I mean, mine was Wonder Boy on the last episode. Wonder Boy in Skegness. But because it's this new episode, I've got another memory. I was playing a thing called the RD360. Do any of you guys remember the RD360?
Nope. Rings a bell.
So it was like a bubble. It was like a ball, and you sat in and you're strapped in, and you're proper strapped in, like really full on strapped in. And they had a few different games. I'm not sure what games they were, but the one I played was Afterburner. And it was, you literally went upside down, like this ball span, like 360. And you just span around. So like you go up and you'd shoot, and you'd be shooting it 360. And then I remember there was like an old World War II Lancaster bomber game that you'd use, and you'd be in the ball at the bottom, and you'd just be sat in one of them. But you'd literally go upside down and spin yourself like all the way around, doing somersaults and all sorts. And I remember eating loads of candy floss and stuff before I went on it. And then
came out your nose.
And you remember, yeah, remember you get those dummies. Then remember those giant fucking dummies. I don't know if you,
the red one.
yeah, I don't know if you can still get them, but I remember putting that in my mouth. I just went, just puked straight out.
They should have one of them cocks you can buy, a big rock cock.
Probably.
It might have been. Yeah, either way, whatever went in my mouth made me puke, but it was the RD360. Come on, Bren, another memory from you from the arcade.
Yeah, obviously, again, I don't know what it is with us guys from the Midlands and the borders of Yorkshire there. But yeah, Skegness, and it was Happy Days Caravan Park. If you guys have heard of that. And it was
I've stayed there.
Yeah. Obviously I know the caravan parks used to have a little arcades. I think they still do, to be fair, but yeah, Metal Slug. I mentioned Street Fighter a lot on the last episode, but I always remember when we went to Happy Days Caravan Park and Metal Slug caught my attention. And yeah, my £2 didn't last very long in Metal Slug, but that's where I was every day, watching people play it, playing it myself. Loved it. Love Metal Slug. Still do to this day. I'm not, like I said before on previous episodes, I'm not fucking very good at gaming. I'm not. But I love playing
Mr.
games.
Season 1 winner. I'm not very good at gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
But so Metal Slug for me, mate. And again, it's just that skeggy vibes. But yeah, the amusements were great. It's what all kids loved. Fancy Island, and then into the arcades after.
The kids love it. The adults go, oh no, it's going to cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
It was. I remember the hand grabbing machines, and no one really had the internet, so they didn't really figure out how they worked then. So everyone used to spend a fucking fortune in them. I remember my dad won a teddy.
£30 to win a £3 teddy.
Yeah, but he won it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. So, if is there an arcade game? We can start with any of you. Is there an arcade game that you think deserves more attention than it did? Like a game, like something that you know that you love, but didn't get the attention that it needed, and wasn't that famous. I mean, obviously, mine's Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I think it's the name. Like, it sounds stupid. I mean, it's a Cadillac, and you're fighting dinosaurs, but watch my stream. Like, it's one of the best side-scrolling games ever, like, that I've ever fucking played, and it's nearly as close to Dungeons and Dragons, which we'll get into with Robo. But yeah, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. You get a machine gun, you get Uzis, and you just basically batter everything, and there's just dinosaurs in the way. It's just brilliant. There's everything about that game was just fantastic, and there was nothing else come from it. There was literally like no I've not heard anything. Well, there's nothing else ever.
Was it ever brought onto any of the consoles, Liam, or was it just arcade only?
I believe it went on to the
know of?
SNES.
Right, okay.
I believe.
I've never heard it. I mean, till you streamed it, because I've watched your streams and Robo's and your tag team streams and that. I never heard of that game till I've seen it on there. I mean, for me, I'm a different gamer to you guys. You know, I know you guys pretty much these days, mate.
The Warriors.
Yeah, pretty much. But I also used to love Point Blank. If you guys remember that,
yeah,
it was the light.
Point Blank, good game.
It was the light gun game. And you used to have to shoot all the targets to get through the levels. I don't think that had much of a future. After I mean, I seen it. I've never seen a Point Blank 2 or Point Blank 3 or anything like that.
I think it was. I think it was in PlayStation 1. I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that in the arcade, mate. I didn't mention it on the previous episode, but that's the one that I really loved. But I wasn't. I wish I did get into the side-scrolling kind of games back then. But I always went for the sports games and the light gun games, to be honest with you. But yeah, Point Blank one sticks out that I haven't mentioned before.
Yeah, cool, Robbo.
One for me, and I don't think anyone played these sort of games, but I just think they're relaxing. I used to love a game called Big Game Hunting, where you'd have a shotgun and you'd just see what deer you'd have like 20 shots and you'd just see what deer you could take out or bear. We depended on level, and it was amazing. I think you used to get your value for your money. They didn't rush you. You get a good 5 minutes on it to see what animal you could get.
The same guys who made that, can you remember? It's a good game, by the way. But can you remember the game they released? And it was a sniper rifle, and you had to take out like targets, but when you looked down the scope, it actually had a TV in the scope as well. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, you could only see it through the scope.
Yeah. So
I remember that one.
So you would point it on the screen, you would see it, but you could. It was magnified when you looked into the scope, and it was a TV in the scope. That was pretty cool.
Amazing.
But yeah, that Big Game Hunting, it actually had one of those where you could look down the scope. That's what reminded me of it, and it was the Big Game Hunting games are really good.
Awesome.
Really
awesome
good.
Game.
I played that in Skeggy again.
I think that's it. I
Yeah.
think we should just go to Skeggy. That's it. I mean, most of my, I think all my arcade memories. No, Matlock as well. Got some memories of Matlock. But what about you, Jamie?
You've caught me off guard there. Did Battletoads ever get to console?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
On the
Robbo
Mega
streamed it.
Drive.
Robbo streamed it.
Right.
It destroys you.
Because I love Battletoads.
Robbo-
I could never do it.
Yeah.
But I love Battletoads. But my favourite thing to do in an arcade was pinball.
Really?
The only game I ever the only like equivalent I ever found was you used to get a free one on your laptop or on your PC. You used to get a free pinball game, didn't you?
Yeah. Cosmo Pinball, I remember that.
That's it, yeah. And yeah, I used to love the pinball games because you'd see them on shows like Back to the Future or these American teenage films where they're down there, they're playing pinball and eating burgers. And for me, that was like something really. You could play a computer game at home, you could play a computer game in the arcade, but if they had a pinball machine, wow.
See the yeah, your pinball things. Like
so
pinball at the minute, right? It's weird that I'm getting into pinball at the minute. Like weirdly, I'm only just started watching videos only the other day as well. So there's actually tournaments all over the world playing pinball. Like
really?
Yeah. And I was like, there's no way. And apparently there's like tournaments all over the world. And it's this pinball group, and there's like pinball thing, and people are obsessed with pinball machines, and like it's coming back massively. And
I know that some pinball machines cost, like some of the old ones as well. If you've got one in good nick, they're worth a fortune.
They are. There's the Star Wars one that's worth a fortune.
The Addams Family Values one's worth a fortune.
That's good, yeah. The pinball wasn't a coin rinser. They're like your side scrollers and your House of the Dead. But if you were half decent at pinball machines, you know, it wasn't that bad value for money, really.
You could spend. I used to remember. I used to get to a point where I was playing pinball that much that I would just get bored and just purposely lose.
I'm with you.
Bored. Like your mum's going, "Oh, come on, we got to go." I'm like, "Fuck, I've got 6 balls left. What you doing?" Not me. So yeah, I think that's why I stayed away from pinball machines. But I am starting to look into playing them. So that's quite interesting that you like that, Jamie.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I mean, I saw someone was renovating a Kiss one as well that I watched on the video. It just looked wicked. Like little fireworks.
We should just buy an arcade. We should just all buy an arcade, and that's what we should do.
Yeah, easy money, mate. Easy money. Easy. So, right, okay. So, if you could own an arcade machine, which arcade machine would you own? Doesn't matter how much it costs or what the rarity is. Which one would you own?
Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
First one.
Mortal Kombat 1. See, that's a fantastic. I remember seeing. I said it on the last episode. I remember seeing Kano with his hand up on the side, and Raiden like doing a lightning, like looking at that machine, and then you hear it going dum 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 dum, and you walk by. Oh my god, that's good. And then
The thing about it is, like, you know, to do like the special moves, you had to pull it back and then do a half circle and press.
That's what
The only way you learnt that was when an older kid told you.
Yeah.
There was no internet. There was no internet that you could research out. So an older kid would say, "Oh, do this," and you'll do that move. And you're like, "Oh shit," you know. And it was a game changer.
You just do it constantly, don't you?
Yeah. Why won't it work? Why won't it work?
Like me and Liam, when we were doing Street Fighter, I just kept doing that one move.
That's all I have to do. But you're totally right. I mean, no one knew really what they were doing. But then when you've got a kid who lives, like, it used to be the locals who used to be fucking well good at them. You used to sit there and go, what the hell is he doing? Fireballs and ripping my head off. Big. Yeah. Mortal Kombat's a good one. A really, really good one. What about you, Bren?
2-player House of the Dead, I think.
Ooh,
Just, you know, get it in your man cave or in your garage. Get your mate round. Just 2-player it up on House of the Dead. Loads of fun. Mint. Other than that, mate, get me a pool table.
Are pool tables arcades? Could you call it?
Yeah, man. There's always a pool table and an air hockey in the arcade.
I'm unbeaten.
the shittiest game of
Unbeaten at air hockey.
10-pin bowling at the back.
Yeah, the shitty little skittles.
Not on a rope, and they always get tangled when you smash them too hard.
That was crap. I don't know why. I never ever played them, but I used to just sit there and watch people like people just used to knit the balls when they finished.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, isn't it? You used to get your £2 while your mum used to play shitty party bingo in or something. What have you won, Mum? Oh, a kettle. Yeah. We've got one of them at home, Mum. Oh, what else have you won? A teapot.
Tea cozy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. House of the Dead, mate, for me. It has to be 2. I'd want it 2-player though, so I can get mates involved.
Yeah. What about you, Robo?
See, I'm going down the lines of, but mine would be the 4-player and after The Simpsons. I've had some great memories playing The Simpsons 4-player. Absolutely amazing game. I'd run to it when I was a kid. I'd take my brother with me and then see if they were on. I'd join. You just join in with whoever on it.
I agree. I mean, I've said it on the last episode that Simpsons Arcade was, in my opinion, at the moment, the greatest arcade game of all time. I used to see it. I used to hear it, and it was the Simpsons, and then you're like, oh, where's it? Where is it?
do you know one of my proudest moments from being on Game Tasker when me and you completed that? Because I've never done it.
It's well good.
Well done.
It were amazing. The feeling when I beat Mr. Burns and Smithers. Yes. Cost us about £400, but we did it.
We did count it up. It would have cost us £28.
Good. Achievement.
£28. It battered us. It absolutely battered
I think £20 were on final boss.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely hammered us. I mean,
to be fair,
yeah.
Sorry, Liam, I just want to ask a quick question. I know you'll know the answer. When was that Simpsons arcade released?
1991.
It looks brilliant.
Yeah,
it looks absolutely fantastic. Even like today, it looks great.
Well
done on that.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, 1991. Yeah.
Well done on that. by the way, completing that.
Mate, it's wicked. And
I'd love to own that game, honestly. I really would love to own it.
And the thing is, you used to get, my favourite one, the one I would love to own, and I nearly got it. It was on Facebook for 350 quid, and this guy's missus was like, you need to get, like, and my missus wants it gone. And it was 350 quid, and it was a Turtles in Time one. And it was the one with, it was the one with the bench. You can remember the bench? It used to have the stool round it, and then you had the Donatello, and then his biography on everything on it, and then you had Michelangelo, and you had all, so you one bench was purple, one bench was orange, one bench, and you just, my God, and 350 quid. The thing was massive, and I only had a 1-bedroom flat. I was like,
I would have been in the flat. Get it in.
I would have had to sleep on the floor, and weirdly, I was actually still like, maybe I could. Maybe is it worth? Yeah, is it worth staying on the floor? You know, you bring a girl back in. Like, what's that? And what's Turtles in Time? Do you want to
go? There's your foreplay, right?
Yeah. Like that. Turn around, she's sat on it and like on one knee. Will you marry me? Of course, no. Let's get off my Turtles. But Turtles in Time. I mean, I played that for. Mate, I completed that for the first time, and I did it on Games Tasker as well with Robo, and it was just so much fun. So much fun, and it is. I mean, the music, the graphics, everything about it. Turtles in Time was way up there.
This was about 50 quid and all.
Yeah, that was a fortune as well. Shredder, all on Shredder as well. So, while Bren eats his tea, we're going to talk about if you was going to own an arcade, like we just spoke about. What is the first? Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Right, you're going to walk in. You've got to attract people to your arcade, right? You're going to walk in. What's the first game that's going to attract everybody in? What's going to go, whoa, I want to go and see some more. And then what is the arcade that you would put at the end to kick people out? It's not like the best and the worst, basically.
Are we allowed to include, like, the 2p machines?
You can have 2p machines if you want. It's your arcade. Anything you want.
That gets everyone in. Everyone loves it.
Trying to get the shitty little prizes and all your fingers are black from the 2p's.
Yeah, I never went for the prizes. I wanted the money. The prizes but nothing.
I want
a bit of 2p air.
Yeah, you like that to the kids, aren't you? You're banging all these 2p's in. Go and get me some more 2p's, quick! And you're banging them in.
Guard it machine so no one can go on it.
And then you get your shitty little you get a little pack of Marwams and a shitty little motorbike or something. And then you look at your fingers and they're all black, and you think, what the fuck's going on here?
I do the same dad joke every time when I've got the kids. I put my pound in the 2p machine.
I've won.
And I turn around and go, I've won! and William, who's 12 now, he just looks at me, he's like, Dad, I knew you was going to say that. Sophie, who's 4, is like, oh, well done, Daddy.
But really, William's like, yeah, Dad, but really in his mind he's thinking, what a knobhead.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
He's not. He's sitting there, how does he fucking win that every time?
Yeah.
How's he doing that?
He must have a cheat code.
Yeah. Every time you're putting your money in, it's like, that's why he's looking at you funny. He's like, how's he doing? How's he doing? I want those 2p's. But yeah, so you walk in, you've got your 2p machines in front of you. What would you use to get people out?
That bubble game with the fish.
Which one's that?
Game with the fish.
Yeah, you sat there and there's all fish and you're firing bubbles at them. Oh, I can't think what it's called now. It's gonna bug me.
Not Bubble Bobble.
Actually, a little dinosaur on Bubble Bobble, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Little fish thing. Is that not the one where you shoot in the water? Have you played that arcade game where it's actual water shooting out of the guns? It's not that, is it? Where you come out, you just soak it. The front of you is absolutely soaked. You just shoot, and because all of a sudden, you're like, I've got a ray gun. Shit.
Can't see.
I remember there was one just before Jamie's looking into that. I remember there was one arcade game, and it was like a bike, and you had to pedal on the bike, and it was. You used to, the faster you pedalled, the higher you went, and you were like flying in the air, and you had to pop bubbles, and you had to use your stick, and you had to pedal dead fast, and it had like a propeller on the bike on the screen, and you used to go around, and then everyone play that.
Rings a bell to me. It wasn't part of like a because it wouldn't have been, would it? I'm thinking I played something similar, but it was a surfboard.
What, and you pedalled?
It was like obviously going through like you're pedaling, but obviously there was something similar that I went on. It was like a surfboard.
Really?
You used to stand on the surfboard. And you used to have to go side to side to miss all the objects getting fucking chucked at you. You're on the waves. And you have to like move it. I can't.
It's wave summit in it. Oh, what's it called?
You know what I'm on about then?
I know exactly what you're on about.
I can't think of it. I've never heard of it, but that sounds brilliant.
Wasn't it like a jet ski?
Or was it a fucking jet ski?
I think it was a jet ski. You held it and then you moved back end like that.
Would have been a jet ski. I think it was about the time when the Wii came out. The Nintendo Wii.
What you're on about, though? I know what you're on about.
And these games started coming out then, and all these like virtual like surfing and fucking all this shit. Yeah, that's something like that. But that reminds me of that bike game that Liam was just talking about.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I don't remember the surfer, but yeah. Jamie, what would you do to get rid of people?
It was called Deep Sea Adventures, but it wasn't an arcade game. It was a PC game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get your emulator in a box, you'll be fine.
yeah. Get one of those plastic chairs from school.
Decide, mate, don't worry about it.
Stick it on a table.
In the background, shooting you with a water pistol.
Stick it on a table you got from a charity shop.
In it.
Nothing else around it, just some cobwebs. There we go. We'll do that. That'll do. What about you, Robo? The game to get people in, and the game to get people out.
I've always thought about this, and I'd love just to do the platform games in a row from like the beginning. You start with your early Marios into your Sonics, all the way up to the new. You know what I mean? Just have them in order of age, and you'll be able to see the people, what generation they are by where they stood. So all your young kids will be right over end playing all your crap fucking Guitar Heroes and all that crap. Dance fucking mats, and all old people will be over end playing Mario, Pac-Man, Asteroids.
That's good. So you have
amazing.
Yeah, that sounds quite good.
That is the place we're going. When we go for Liam's stag do in Blackpool, that's what like the arcade we go to, that's what it's like.
And that is literally how I'd get everybody out. I'd shut all cool games off work with me, and only things that'd be left on at dance mats at back. Like, see ya,
Bust
time
a
to go
move.
home.
So mine's that interesting. So I went to an arcade not long ago. It was about half a year ago now. And they had, so the first game I will get people in is a game called, you guys, I don't think you've heard of it. It's called Boonga Boonga. Have you ever played Boonga Boonga? So Boonga Boonga is in front of you. You've got an arse, right? It's
Nice. Sign me up.
it's a rubber arse. Like, this is true. Like, I'm not making this up. It's a rubber arse, right? And you have to spank it at certain times. And if you get caught, you can get like told off.
You have to wear a shell suit and loads of gold rings when you're doing it.
Oh my god, I'm looking at it right now. It is an ass that you slap.
Yeah,
It is just an ass that you hit.
it is. And I had so much fun. It is brilliant. It is just. And if you was going to get people in, people are walking. I don't know if we go with that spanking thing. And you literally spank it. You spank the arse.
Where have you played that?
It was at the
Strip club.
it was a retro nitro like. It was like an event, so it was like a Comic-Con, but for retro games. So yeah, but they had like weird, like they had all sorts. Like they had everything. Like you could have, like they had a Barbie box in there, so you could go in and put some Barbie stuff on and get a picture like you were, or like they had a G.I. Joe figure case and you could go in and get a photo like that. And it was just like retro stuff. Like they had E.T. on like massive screen, and then they had like E.T. fighting and stuff like that. It was just interesting. It's just retro. Yeah, it's just brilliant. And then you had stores and stuff, but they had all these arcade games everywhere. Pardon me, and Boonga Boonga was on there. And they also had a really bad one. I can't remember the name of it, so I can't. It was like a train simulator. Right? And literally...
Just an accelerator, back and forth.
Yeah, that's all you had. And then you had brakes. And every now and then someone would jump on the tracks.
Slow down.
Just to make it realistic.
That was it. And you had to like, but you had to like, it was like, so it'll give you a stop, and then you had to stop at a certain stop, but it wouldn't be just next stop, next stop, next stop. You have to miss some stops to get to the next stop. It's shit. I was on it for about 20 minutes. Just
I've actually considered buying Train Simulator on PS5.
Sad.
I have. I love it, mate. I love Farming Sim. And I love
Farming Sim's a bit different to just going forward. I get these people that do the airplane sim. You're flying an actual plane. And,
you have to build all your train stations and boost up your trains and shit.
It's Northwest.
Quality, mate.
okay.
Do you know what I'd love to take out of arcades, though, and it pisses me off that they're all gone this way now, is the ticket machines. It's just a way of rinsing money to win an eraser or a fucking pack of sweets. It needs to go. It needs to go with what made arcades great. Were just the games, not these 50p and I'll give you 4 tickets. Oh.
I would love to go to Japan because again, these are where the weird games are. There's a game. There's a game called. I'm just going to call it tablecloth, but it's something that is so you have to whip the tablecloth and not fucking make things fall over.
Yeah.
So you put stuff like there's nothing on it. It's all on screen, but there's a tablecloth that you just pull as quickly as you can, and the way you pull it and the way it puts it at an angle and tells you if stuff falls over. That was it.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Expensive flight.
just to play tablecloth.
Just to whip a tablecloth on.
Honestly.
Own time.
I could go for it. There's hundreds of weird arcade games. Brendan, so what would you have? The beginning and end?
I would draw them in with 4-player Mario Kart. And because it's just everybody fucking loves Mario Kart. You know, I've never met anybody who doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So that's going to draw people in. To get people out, I'm with Robo, mate. Them stupid fucking dance things where you just look like absolute twats. Like you see grown men.
No one dances like that, Bren. No one.
No. But what I'm saying is you walk around and you see like 18-year-old lads and 20 like jumping around like twats on these fucking dance machine things. Get rid of them. Whoever thought of them. And then they started bringing them out on the PlayStation 2 dance mats you buy and everything like that. What the fuck? You used to have your daughters jumping around the front room like twats. Like, get out!
So
get out!
Here's a bit of
light fittings falling off.
Here's a bit of trivia.
Boom, boom, boom.
Which console do you think had the first dance mat, pressure mat? Which console?
PS1. PlayStation.
PS2.
Oh, we had one on PlayStation 1, so it's
hold on, think about it, boys, because the NES had certain accessories. They had that robot thing, didn't they? They also had that
the power glove.
Power glove.
Yeah.
It was the NES.
The shooting.
The NES had the power pad. The NES had the power pad. And
that's right.
Then you had the power glove, which I never ever got to use, which I'm really.
Me neither.
No, I would love to.
No, me neither, and I've got a NES.
They're worth a fortune, them power gloves now, aren't they?
Yeah, and I would love.
If you can find one.
Yeah, if you can.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they're all in museums now, or in rare collectors stuff. They're like gold dust. But yeah, the NES had the power pad. But yeah, I agree. Bust a Move and all those games are shit.
Oh, that's what it was called. Sorry, mate. Yeah, Bust a fucking bag of shit.
Bust a ball.
That's what we call it. Yeah, so Mario Kart to get him in, bust a bag of shit to get him out.
Friday night, bust a muscle.
So we've got 2 more questions for you. Yeah. We've got 2 more questions. For me, this is really important. Your best fighting game in arcades, Robbo. Best fighting game. Can be any. There's hundreds, thousands.
I know, but I'm shit at them.
That's what makes it
As
hard.
you've seen when we played, I'm shit at them. This is the problem. We've played fighting games and I lose all the time. But for visual effects, it has to be Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Just the thought of being able to pull someone's heart out or do some sort of amazing move which you could never pull off.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's good. I mean, I think that's where most of the people go is either Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so you either go Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Or
I never spent my money on them because I was shit at them games. And I still am.
No, what about Tekken, Soul Calibur? You got all of those games as well.
Virtua Fighter was good.
Yeah, Golden Axe. Golden Axe was good.
The only one I've ever been good at, and it's never been in an arcade, is Super Smash Bros.
Is that in the arcade?
It's not. It's never been in the arcades. It
Oh
should.
man, I was going to say if that was in the arcade, then I would love to play.
That'd be a puller, wouldn't it? It'd pull some people.
I
in
would play that
game.
all day long. I love Smash Brothers. Literally,
I bet you. Let's go to Japan and pull the tablecloth. I bet they've got Super Smash Brothers on
they do.
arcade.
Yeah.
I bet they have. They've got. I mean, they've got Bunga Bunga. I mean, you can't beat Bunga Bunga.
One.
Honestly, if you guys get a chance, just Google Bunga Bunga and watch it. It's brilliant.
That's what I did. I thought, oh my god.
Yeah, it literally is an arse with a pair of jeans. It's brilliant. So yeah, are you going with Mortal Kombat, Bren?
Street Fighter, mate. Easy for me. One of my best arcade games of all time. I wasn't a massive Mortal Kombat fan, even though it looked great. I had a Super Nintendo, but my mate Paul, he loved Mortal Kombat. He was shit at it. I was half decent at Street Fighter. Yeah, I loved the gore that it brought to the console. You know, it was a revolutionary, shall we say. Obviously, even though it wasn't proper gore, was it? It was whatever it's called.
Orange.
But yeah, something like that. But yeah, Street Fighter for me, mate. I just love playing it, mate. Enjoy playing it.
Just a quick question from Robo and you, Bren, because before we go to Jamie. Robo, what's your best character in Mortal Kombat? Go.
Raiden all day long. Throwing at mate. Bosh.
Throw it out. Bren.
What, Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Chun-Li.
Just wanted to look at this, didn't you?
Just a quick question. Have you ever paused the screen while she's doing a spinning bird kick?
Well, with her legs open.
I think
So glad this ain't live.
honestly, so I think
I
every
am going to tag your wife in it.
Jamie,
She had
what about-
massive thighs as well, didn't she?
she did. Nice flies. Jamie, what about you?
It's Mortal Kombat. It's got to
Wow.
be more. Oh, I love that game.
Okay, favorite character?
Well,
Goro.
who?
Is it Goro in with four arms?
You can't have Goro though as a character in Mortal Kombat.
Why not?
See?
He was the final boss. Yeah, Shang
It's in
Tsung,
there, isn't it?
Guru, then Shang Tsung,
Who was the one that was modelled on Bruce Lee?
Liu Kang.
Chang.
Yeah,
Liu Kang.
Chang.
Liu
Yeah.
Kang. Is that what you're going for, Jamie?
No, I'm going to go for Sub-Zero.
Obviously.
Awesome.
Obviously. See, mine's Tekken 3 all day long. I love Tekken 3. In the arcade, it was fantastic. Like the effects, but every time you booted someone, it like went. It just rocked. It was just so good. Except when some dickhead put like a quid, because it was a quid when you had to play Tekken. Your credit was a quid. So when they put it in, and some dickhead turns up and plays Eddie. Like, Eddie's
Spinning.
yeah.
You just couldn't block it.
Everyone used to come on and pick Eddie. So I used to practice against Eddie all the time so I could just batter him because I was sick of people doing it. But yeah, that was in the arcade. Remember not Robo's not from Derby, but there used to be an arcade near the waterfall in Derby where the Greggs is. I think it might have been the old Subway next to the Tiger Bar alleyway, the fish market.
That blue amusements thing.
Yeah. So at the beginning, when you walked in there, you was allowed to be in it when you was up till the 18. So you weren't allowed up the stairs to the 18 bit, but below it had hundreds of arcades for years till I was about 20, and we used to go in there quite a bit. So good. I used to play that. Last question, guys. This is a good one, a very, very good one. Can you remember when you used to play arcade games and you used to get tickets? And then you used to take them to the back of the arcade and you used to get toys with your tickets.
Yeah, I hate it. That's what I want rid of. I want rid of it. Arcades. It's just a money rinser.
Right, so can you remember? So any prize that you've won, can you remember anything or a prize that you wanted?
Never got bigger than a pencil. Sweet. About 5,000 tickets and you get a pencil.
Yeah,
It
they used
costs
to have
about
really cool
25 quid.
prizes, but they were
Yeah,
unobtainable.
They used to have like an empty PS2 box or PS3 box for about 1 million tickets or
100
something.
million tickets. You look at a jackpot on a machine, it'd be 1,000 tickets. You think, well, I've got to win that 1 million times.
See, I used to.
Mate, I'm only here for a long weekend. Do you think I'll be able to do it?
They have machines now. They have machines now where you can put money in and it will just print tickets off.
Really?
Get out.
Yeah, they have them. They have them in the arcades now where you can put 5 quid in and it will give you 5 quid's worth of tickets.
Oh, that's kind of ruined that.
I'm guessing it's for the kids who aren't very good and they don't win out, so their parents buy them that, and they're like, "Hey, I'll go get yourself a pencil."
No, I suppose.
Or
I used to
10p
get
mix.
about. I'm just guessing the points. I used to get about 500 points, but I used to get those. Can you remember those foam planes that were in plastic?
Yeah,
Yes.
you see the wings through.
Yeah, and you used to get a blue propeller and stick it on the I used to get one of them every day. Like, I just get a new one every day. And they used to break in about 2 minutes because the thing used to flop on the end. But yeah, I used to get that. What about you, Jamie? Can you remember any toy or anything that you really wanted in one of them?
No.
I always wanted the big prize, never got it.
I was never good enough to win massive amounts of tickets. So I'd get enough, like I said, I'd get enough for a 10p mix. And you go there.
That's not many, that's not many tickets.
That's
That's the booby prize. Oh, this guy's shit. Just give him 10p mix.
£5 for 10p mix.
It'd be interesting to know how many people listening remember the 10p mix, because I bet you can't get one now.
Yeah.
The 10p mixes used to be good, but the one sweet that I didn't like in the 10p mix was that white
Blackjack.
mouse. No, it was the white mouse. Can you remember those white chocolate
Yeah,
mouse?
I didn't like white man.
They used to be covered in the sherbet because you left it last because you didn't want to eat it, and it used to be covered in all the shit at the bottom of those little paper bags you used to get.
Did you ever see the ones with the red licorice tail?
Yeah, I remember them. I remember Boss Man we used to call him, and he used to take the sweets up with his hands.
After picking his nose.
Mate. Even back then when I was a kid, I used to watch him do it. I used to think like, oh, I don't know, like it must have been bad because his fingers were dirty. Like it's like chopping up the meat and putting it in the freezer, then going and getting your 10p mixed. Just no standards at all.
Happy shopper shops.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Happy shopper shops. Go on, Bren. What about you? A toy.
Yeah, I think obviously it was past my time really, but my kids used to fucking love getting the tickets. I think probably like Robo said, might get a fucking pencil case or something. Nothing, mate. Might get a shit colouring book with 5 fake Crayola crayons or something like that. But
see, I used to be dead good at it. I got all sorts. I got like an ET Teddy. I got fucking hundreds of stuff. I remember I got myself a mouse.
I used to love. You used to have them tickets, them machines that counted your tickets. So you bang them in.
Like from my hands.
And and then you used to try and stop it from getting all jammed up, didn't you?
It's like feeding a
You see
machine.
line getting shorter, trying to unravel it.
You used to get a paper ticket. You used to think, oh, I've got about 2,000 tickets here. Then they get your receipt, it's like 642 tickets.
But when you look at it, you think 642. Surely I'm near that PlayStation. And then you get up there and you're like, yeah, here's your list. And you point underneath the shelf, and you can get like a shell that says Skegness on it.
It's a keyring, Mrs. Brown Boy's keyring us.
Yeah, or those pens. Remember those pens where you turned upside down and they got naked? You don't know
Ooh.
you turn it around.
I'll take that, mister. I'll take that, mister.
Or what was that? What was the other toy I got? I got a gorilla that you use squoze and the boobs popped out.
I had one with a willy.
Did you?
And the teacher took it off me and chopped the willy off. And then gave it my mum when she came to pick me up from school.
Was your mum asked where the willy was?
She went mad. What are you taking that to school? And then it was broke, obviously. The teacher chopped it off with a pair of scissors. I can't believe I forgot that until then.
Well, honestly,
Childhood trauma.
there's
And
two.
then pick the willy up and put it in the drawer.
Saved it for later.
Yeah. So I've got 2 more. So these are things that I bet you guys don't remember. So cards with naked women on it.
Yeah.
Always in caravan then, mate. Always.
I used to get a pair of cards with a naked women on it all the time. Used to get like trade them with my mates. Used to get all sorts of them. Remember, I got Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive for a deck of naked cards.
Look at the ace. Look at the ace.
Mate, seriously. Used to do it. And then the best thing, you guys surely remember this, was it was a keyring and it was a woman bending over and a bloke behind her. He used to...
The metal one, yeah.
And he used to...
problem is you can still get them now, and that's 30, 40 years later.
But you used to take one into school, and everyone's like, "Mate, look at this, look!" And it's just a metal man or woman. You go, "Look at that."
It's like when you go abroad, though, when you go to like Tenerife or wherever, and you see all these bottle openers. Like, who buys that shit? Who buys that shit?
I remember about this big that says Tenerife on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my toys.
Authentic.
But yeah, that's our end of our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we've opened that nostalgia brain a little bit. We do love our arcade games, and we're going to be, again, like I said, going to be trying to find the best arcade game there is in history. And I hope you enjoyed the toys and everything that we spoke about. Bren, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to send everybody over to our YouTube channel, Games Tasker. There's loads of stuff on there now. Games, podcast episodes, reviews, everything. Just get yourself over there, hit subscribe. Go over to TikTok. Liam's doing a fantastic job over on TikTok. Got loads of followers on there, Facebook. Just go and hit the socials, guys, and just thanks for supporting us. Peace.
Jamie?
Pretty much what Bren says, you know, it's nice to when the listeners interact, get commenting, and you know, we'll one of us is always watching or listening, so there's always someone to reply.
Yeah. Get on it. Robo?
Just get us to 100,000 followers, and I promise we'll open an arcade.
Definitely.
Oh, Robo, tell them about your Twitch.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, well I'm doing a lot of Twitch now. Yeah, get me to 100,000 on there.
Oh yeah, and that one.
On that one. Anything you want me to play, anything, any game, I will play it. I will stream it. I'd like more challenges, so if anyone's got any actual challenges they want me to try and complete, let's do it. Nothing's.
I wanted you to bring it up because we want to give you a game. So I have got the choices here. So I did do a poll for you, Robbo. 1 second.
Ooh, let's do it.
Get the games up. 1 second. Actually, while I'm doing that, did you guys? It's a weird question. I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but did you get anything confiscated at school?
Apart from my
BB
Willy
gun off Skeggy Market. BB gun.
BB guns.
Shot teacher with it. He didn't like it.
I can remember Robbo just bought it back. I had a spud gun because I wasn't rich enough to get a BB gun, so I just had a spud gun. I took that to school like a twat. He's shooting tatties at everyone. That got took on. I had to take a tatty with me. I had a spud gun.
Tatty. Fucking tatty.
Tatty gun.
Tatty gun.
I
I did get taken off me it was called a Barnet Cobra catapult. You remember?
You know, they were mint.
Yeah,
were
I was just going to say that.
on your arm where you pull it back. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if anybody's come over from Lads of the Past Crusade, we had a conversation about this. And I had an incident with a Cobra catapult in a Sky satellite dish.
The catapult one.
Yes. I got chased down the fucking street for about 10 minutes by the guy that lived in the house.
Sky Sports.
Pretty much.
I was just going to say I had a catapult taken off me at school.
Which one was it?
They were, I can't remember. It was, I
Black
got it
Widow.
from, yeah, I got it from that, what was the game shop in town next to Debenhams?
Alf James.
No, that was the joke shop.
Oh yeah.
There used to be a game shop just, I think DiGio's is there now.
Oh, is that where they used to sell all the scare electrics and stuff like that? Radio control cars. Yeah. I can't remember. It was Golden Gains.
Golden Gains.
Golden Gains.
Yeah, one of my mum's friends took me there, and he bought me a catapult to take me like target shooting, but it was like super powerful. And I took it to school and put a window out in one of the Terrapin buildings, and someone grasped me up, and I never saw it again.
Nice.
Oh.
My
this,
brother got arrested for throwing a knife what he got off Skeggy Market at a teacher, and it hit the board and stuck in the board next to the teacher's head. They brought armoured police in to arrest him for it.
Fuck. That's a bit extreme.
So, right, you ready? So, Robbo, your games. Okay, so this is Robbo streaming. So, Robbo, we've done a poll. I put 10 games up there, and people have put in. So, the top 3 games: Zombies Ate My Neighbors on the SNES.
Ooh, great game.
It's a really good game, but it's tough. It's a really, really tough game. Cuphead.
Cuphead's hard. I watch it. That is an hard game.
Cuphead's on there, and Mega Man on the Nintendo.
Oh, nice.
3 good games, just so you can decide, Robbo, which one you're going to be streaming next. And everybody said they just want to watch you finish them. Coming in at number 4 was Super Star Wars, so you can have that if you want to try that.
I want to try that.
Why don't we go down? Why don't we do the top
Super Star
3?
Wars.
There's 3 streams there, isn't there? The top 3 are free streams.
So pick one.
I just said we're going to do the top 3. We're going to do one at a time. Top 3.
So,
I think it's only fair. They've took the time to go for it, so we'll do the next one. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Okay.
And then we'll do Cuphead.
Mega Man.
I've never done it. I try Cuphead. I can't finish.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. End of the day, the viewers want what the viewers want.
Cuphead was number 1. Cuphead was number 1 by a long shot. Then
It's fucking solid, that game.
I know. So
That is an absolute solid game. We'll go for it. That's the top 3.
yeah.
We'll do one each week, and I'm going to make it a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, 7 p.m.
There we
each
go.
week.
Each week. Boom.
Not this week though, because he's on neats.
Sign from next week.
Not next week because he's on holiday.
Actually, then, because I'm on needs, I'm going to do an early one. We're going to do a 4 p.m.
Nice. Sounds good.
this Wednesday, 4 p.m. special.
Fantastic.
Get it on the socials. Let's do it.
I'll get that advertised. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for.
Let me just jump in here. I want Liam to create a poll because I know we're a retro gaming podcast. Games Tasker, we love it. I think we should have a spin-off nostalgia show again.
We're going to be doing nostalgia as well. We just haven't had the time to do both. So at the minute we are concentrating on GT, but we are going to be doing nostalgia. I was hoping to get a nostalgia one tonight, but we've kind of gone over.
I wish someone would pick this fucking game right here.
Yeah, there would be a good stream. But yeah, if that's everything, guys, thank you everybody who's listened to the episode. Nostalgia will be coming back as well. We will be concentrating on both. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and see you in episode 4 or 3 or 2. What episode are we on? 4.
This is 3.
This is 3. There we go. Episode 4.
Be seeing you.
I have to cut that out every time. Every time.
We'll leave it in. Let's see what happens. Let's rock the boat.
I wonder how many people see it. Oh, I know it.
Exactly.
If you know it, please comment below. See you in a bit.